Hey YouTube. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if anybody else has brought this up about the ergos on the large regular and the Umnumzaan, but I'm about to sell this large regular, and I had it out of the box for one last look before I packed it up. And I had my Umnumzaan in my pocket, as usual, that or my Insingo. And I was just noticing the similarities between the two. Never really compared them side by side because the Sebenza doesn't come out of the safe much. You see the blade length is very similar. Where the handles lay up and the blade tip, of course. But what I noticed was the ergos. This could be old hat. Someone else might have mentioned it, but I haven't heard anybody mention it before, so I thought I'd do it before I sold this bad boy. If you look at the curve here, where he scalloped the interior of the handle for better grip, and then look where the point and the curve go to on the Umnumzaan, it is almost identical. You see the point right here on the Umnumzaan where it finally ends is pretty much directly across from the end of the regular. It's hard to get that point there. And then where they begin, actually this should go, the Umnumzaan should go up a hair, but maybe even a hair more. Almost identical. Then there's an interior curve, it's concave for the rest of your fingers on both knives, and then the Sebenza comes to a point here directly across from where the Umnumzaan does. Chris Reeve must really like the feel of that design and is absolutely a perfectionist, and liked it enough that when he discontinued that large regular, those ergos had made their way to the Umnumzaan. I didn't realize that after having both these knives for some time now, until I'm just parting with this one. There's a lucky gentleman out there who purchased it to help forward my gun builds. But just thought I'd show you guys one last look at it before it goes, and then again, as I mentioned, how remarkably similar in size and with the ergos it is to the Umnumzaan. Alright, YouTube. This goes back in my pocket. And this beauty, one last look. I especially like around the stop pin, if I can get the light right. See if I can make it happen. There we go. I especially like that. That it wasn't too flashy. I like the holes that come back to the end and then swoop up to that last standoff. And the way they did the lines. I'd have preferred to not have the lines on there. But to me, this is just a perfect knife. It's not too obnoxious. It's definitely a one of a kind, and when it's yours, you feel a little bit of pride of ownership. I'm going to miss this one sorely. Can't believe I'm actually letting it go, but every aspect of this knife is perfect. And you can't go wrong with the Spirograph. I'm not just doing this video for you guys to share. I'm also doing it to have this to remember my knife by. It's been a pride of my collection for some time. Even over my mammoth ivories and my other Damascus models and my custom knives from other makers, this has been my pride and joy. Sometimes you gotta let stuff go to fuel your habits. Spirograph, my favorite, probably tied with the latter. Devin Thomas stainless. Reverse silver contrast, unique graphic, large regular Sebenza. And plain on the other side. Absolutely mint. And the smoothest Sebenza I have ever seen. Oh, second smoothest. My buddy had one with this gold on it that was amazing. Better than the standard so-called hydraulic feel. Buttery smooth. Zero resistance. Very shallow lockup for a Sebenza. It hits at about 20%. Beautiful piece. Perfect size. Alright, peeps. I hope you enjoyed this, as I will not be able to show it to you again. Everybody stay safe, take care of each other, times are getting crazy.